who was originally offered the iconic role of Maximus in the film Gladiator? How did the filmmakers handle the situation when the tiger got too close to Russell Crowe? Who is credited with the iconic shot of Maximus hand-brushing the stalks of wheat in the movie Gladiator? Let's find out all the related facts about the movie Gladiator. Welcome to Filmic Facts. Can you imagine anyone other than Russell Crowe playing the iconic role of Maximus in the epic film Gladiator? Well, believe it or not, Mel Gibson was actually offered the part first. That's right, the legendary actor and director turned down the opportunity because he thought he was too old at 43. Crazy, right? Russell Crowe, who was only 35 at the time, ended up stepping into the role and delivering an unforgettable performance. Did you know that in the iconic shot of Maximus hand-brushing the stalks of wheat, it's actually Russell Crowe's stunt double Stuart Claus who was featured? Editor Pietro Scalia decided to add this beautiful shot of Maximus moving through a wheat field to the beginning of the movie, even though it was originally filmed for the ending. When writer David Franzoni first pitched his Gladiator story idea to Steven Spielberg, interestingly, Ridley Scott wasn't initially sure about taking on the project. However, DreamWorks was determined to have him on board. To convince Scott, they shared their vision for the film and even showed him a powerful painting by French artist Jean-Léon Gérôme from 1872. The painting, titled Police Verso, depicts a gladiator standing over a defeated opponent with the crowd giving a thumbs down gesture. Scott was deeply moved by the painting, and it ultimately played a significant role in his decision to direct Gladiator. Jack Gleeson is the talented actor who brought the character of Joffrey Baratheon to life in the hit TV show Game of Thrones. Jack Gleeson studied Emperor Commodus' actions and personality traits from Gladiator to help him portray the ruthless and power-hungry character of Joffrey Baratheon on screen. Both Joffrey Baratheon and Emperor Commodus were known for their cruelty, arrogance, and lack of empathy towards others. In the scene where Maximus fight Tigris, the god in the arena, 5 real tigers were used. That's right, real tigers. For safety reasons, there was an expert on set with a gun loaded with tranquilizer darts just in case anything went wrong. However, due to a miscalculation, the biggest tiger, measuring a whopping 11 feet long, got within 2 feet of him and even swiped at him. And guess what? That intense moment was actually captured on film and made it into the final cut of the movie. You know that scene where Russell Crowe's character Maximus is talking to Commodus and you can see some pretty gnarly wounds on his face. During the opening battle scene, Russell Crowe's horse got startled and backed him into some tree branches, causing some pretty serious cuts on his face. If you look closely, you can even see the stitches in his cheek. It's pretty crazy to think about the dedication and realism that goes into making a movie like Gladiator. A retired gladiator who was called back into action by Commodus to take down Maximus. And guess who plays Tigris? None other than Sven Orn Dosen. You might recognize him from his stunt work and his appearances in Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 4 inches, Dosen first made a name for himself by winning Denmark's Strongest Man competition in 1993. It's no wonder he's such a formidable presence on screen. The shooting took place in Bourne Woods, a forest near Farnham, England, which served as the backdrop for the battle between the Roman legions and the German fighters. Scott discovered that the Royal Forestry Commission had plans to clear the area, so he coordinated with them to burn it down in order to capture the necessary footage. Jude Law was actually considered for the role of Commodus. And that's not all. The talented Jennifer Lopez even auditioned for the role of Lucilla. Can you imagine how different the movie would have been with these two in the lead roles? In a pivotal scene where Joaquin Phoenix's character Commodus murders his father, played by Richard Harris, Joaquin Phoenix got so deeply involved in the emotions of the scene that he actually fainted afterward. This intense level of commitment to his craft truly showcases the dedication and passion that Joaquin Phoenix brings to his role as an actor. Have you ever wondered about the famous thumbs up or thumbs down gesture in ancient Rome? Contrary to popular belief, a Roman emperor actually used a thumbs up to signal a sword action, meaning death for a downed gladiator. On the other hand, a thumbs down meant a sheathed sword, symbolizing mercy. By making the movie about Gladiator, the crew knew about this historical fact. However, they decided to stick with the modern interpretation of thumbs up being a positive sign so as not to confuse the audience. Oliver Reed, who played Proximo, tragically passed away before filming was completed. It was a challenging situation for Ridley Scott as he didn't want to cut Reed from the movie. Instead, he decided to rewrite the script and use a body double and CGI to give his character a proper resolution. It's amazing to see how Ridley Scott can come to honor a beloved actor's legacy. Have you ever wondered what gladiators in ancient Rome actually ate? Well, a recent study conducted by academics from the Medical University of Vienna in Austria and the University of Bern in Switzerland has shed some light on this topic. Surprisingly, the gladiator diet was grain-based and mostly meat-free. The examination of gladiator bones revealed that they also drank a special drink made from plant ashes. This ashram was believed to be a health-boosting tonic that helped gladiators recover after intense fighting and training. Yet in the film, they are shown eating meat. Did you know that over 20,000 arrows were created for the opening battles in Germany in the movie Gladiator? That's a lot of arrows. And not only that, but over 27,000 pieces of armor were specially made for the actors to wear during filming. Imagine getting to wear all that cool armor on set. In the movie Gladiator, the character Maximus gives a detailed description of his home, specifically focusing on the kitchen and how it smells in the morning and at night. Surprisingly, this description was not in the original script. It was ad-libbed by actor Russell Crowe. What's even more interesting is that the description was actually based on Crowe's own home in Australia. Most of the scenes depicting ancient Rome were filmed over 19 weeks on the beautiful island of Malta. One of the most impressive feats was the construction of a replica of the iconic Colosseum, but at a one-third scale. It took a dedicated team 7 months to build this incredible structure, and it came with a hefty price tag of $1 million. The gladiatorial scenes in the movie Gladiator, after a particularly intense sword fight, Russell Crowe actually lost all feeling in his right forefinger for 2 whole years. That's some serious commitment to his craft. Not only that, but he also aggravated an Achilles tendon injury, broke a foot bone, cracked a hip bone, and even popped a few bicep tendons out of their sockets. It's amazing to think about the physical toll that filming these scenes took on him. Due to England's strict anti-rabies laws, the production team had to get Prey team and cast Kite, a female Tervuren Belgian Shepherd, in the role. Instead of real wolf, Kite is no stranger to the screen, having previously appeared in EastEnders for 7 years. Hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for more videos. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.